We're not against rap. We're not against rappers. But we are against those.
Something big about to happen. I hear the beat tapping. We some fly rhyming felines rapping on the track. Better yet, grab a gat, cause we hot like Enzo. Doors closed, windows up, cause that's the way we like to ride. Windy City hitting. Check mic 1 2 1 2. We live, baby.
Yo, what's up, Chicago? And welcome back to episode 566 of Speak Your Mind Radio. I'm your hostess with the mostest, Queen Star, aka Ms. Hip Hop. And y'all, we got a special episode today. I ain't gonna even front with you. I ain't gonna hold you. We are talking to the one and only Street Da Villan. He's a veteran MC of the hip hop game. And we're gonna talk about his newly released project called Insanity, produced by legendary producer King Bong, okay? Plus, we're gonna get into his previous music called The Motion Picture, and that's produced by Big Classic. So without further ado, bringing up next to the mic, the one and the only Street Da Villan. What's up, man?
Hey, what's going on? What's good, world? Glad to be here with you, Star. How we doing?
Oh, we doing great over here. Absolutely. It's an honor to interview you today. So thank you for coming on the show.
No problem. Glad to be here. Happy to be here.
For sure. All right. So as you know, here on Speak Your Mind Radio, we do an exclusive icebreaker question for all the artists. So let's get started. Now, if rap did not exist, what would you be doing?
Ooh, that's a tough one. If rap didn't exist, I don't know. I would probably just be a father and a husband, grandfather like I am. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what I am other than rap. Yeah. So basically, I'll just be me. Just the regular me.
Okay, I like that answer. You're definitely a family man, and I love that about you.
Indeed.
Yes. Okay, so why don't you, take the time out to reintroduce yourself to everyone out there and tell them where you're from and what hip hop means to you.
All right. Well, I am hip hop veteran, Street Da Villan. Been in this game for a long time, since I was probably 8 years old. What hip hop means to me, I love hip hop. I could say that. I could probably say that hip hop was probably my first wife, right? And then I married my wife. You know what I'm saying? So hip hop means a lot to me, and that's the reason why I still do it to this day, because it's just like it's like my arm, Like I don't know. I can't say that. I say my heart, right? Because you could live without your arm, right?
Right.
I say it's my heart, because that's what I give to this.
Definitely. I love that answer. You live for hip hop with your heart. You make art out of your heart for hip hop. And I don't know, I just like that. Thank you for saying that.
No problem. That's real.
Yeah, definitely real. Now, if you can jump on a classic track, like a classic posse track with 3 rappers, present, past, doesn't matter, who's jumping on the track with you and why?
Okay. That's a goodie. All right, 3 MCs who jumping on the track with me and why. All right. First person would be Rakim, because I looked up to Rob probably all my existence. Like when I first heard his cadence and his bars, I was just infatuated with that, because at that time it was something new, so I don't want to give away my age too much, but y'all could probably tell by the grades that I'm up there.
No, good.
But yeah, back in the 80s, that was a new sound, so Rakim, Man, I'm gonna say Biggie Smalls.
Hell yeah.
Not just because he not here, but because I just love Biggie, man. I loved his whole vibe, his whole New York swagger. You know, that was everything to me. So Rakim, Biggie, and the third would have to be Snoop.
Ooh.
Third would have to be Snoop because I do have a West Coast part of street as well.
Oh, I like that. That is awesome.
Yeah, for sure. I was definitely out on the West for a long time and got to listen to their vibe and hear everything that they had going. And that was at a young age too, so it was like a transition for me. Like I left New York, went straight to California, and the sound changed.
Yeah.
You know? So yeah, Snoop was the most influential probably out of that. So yeah, so Rakim, Biggie, and Snoop.
Those are awesome lineups, and you surprised me with the Snoop one. You know what I'm saying? Especially you being from the East Coast, New York. You feel me? It hit different, you know, and it took me back to the time of Tupac days. You know what I'm saying?
Well, absolutely. I would have said Pac too, but it's either Snoop or Pac, really. You know?
All right. So how did you get your name, Street Da Villan? Because you spell it differently and everything.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, there's a reason behind that. Well, first of all, Street Da Villan came from a group that I used to be in with my bro Link, and we had a group called Street Knowledge. I was Street Da Villan, he was Knowledge the Professor.
Damn.
So Street Da Villan kind of came from that, but the name Street Da Villan came from, I was trying to get away from my first name that I had, which was just my initials, BK, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So like a lot of people know me still as BK because that I made a name with that name as well, you know? But street is just, you know, that's like, I feel like that's what my lyrics embody, is the streets, you know, and the griminess of the streets. And the villain isn't the villain per se. Villain is a derivative of Villanueva, which means a new town or a new village.
Wow.
I also come from a place called Central Village in Syracuse, New York, right? So I just, you know, took street with that and added, I didn't want to be the village, so just the villain.
Excellent. That's a combination of all your atmosphere around you that you embodied throughout the years of rapping, and you finally came up with Street Da Villan, and it's a dope name for sure.
And your name gotta have meaning, you know. That's the cloth we come from anyway. You know, where your name had to have something behind it.
Yeah, most definitely. And speaking of meaning and having something behind it, let's talk about your newly released project called Insanity, okay? How did you like come up with the concept of Insanity? Because it hit different for me. Like I got like a lot of darkness from it, and you know what I'm saying, street vibes from it.
Right.
Yeah, that's what I got from it. So yeah.
Well, I'll be real with you, right? For the first time in my life, I had like a panic attack, right? And it was like crazy to me because like at the time there was a lot going on, you know what I'm saying? You know, life be lifing, you know? Pardon. But it was just a lot going on mentally. So at the time, like for some reason, it's like I feel like I create my best work when there's just like chaos going on, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, I can name it chaos. I don't want to name it chaos, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't want people to think it's just craziness going on, you know what I'm saying? But it's just I wanted to make it a play on and kind of being insane, but still having enough to be able to muster up enough to come out with some dopeness in the midst of that, you know? So Insanity was just something that, you know, because it's like we do this hip hop thing over and over and over and over, and we get the same results, right? So that's insanity in a way.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So I just figured I'd put a little play on the word insanity, and you know, that's what it was. And the songs weren't really weren't like on like album mode. Like it wasn't like an album thing where I was like, okay, I'm gonna take this song and this song's gonna roll into the next song and that's gonna roll into the next. It wasn't just that. It was like more sporadic.
Right.
The way I even created the album, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So I wanted to just give it a different feel. In the face that's on the cover is actually a mask that I have.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah. I was gonna ask you about that cover art too. That's crazy.
Yeah, so that's actually like, you know, a real mask that I have.
Damn. Well, that went right well with the hip hop scene, and I loved it. I got like what you were saying, the whole vibe of it, because it wasn't like one song connected to the next song. It was like, for me, it was like a mixtape. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And the concept behind it, Insanity. Okay, now I understand it. Like a lot of pressure was going on mentally in your mind. Like I got to get this out. I got to get this out. You know what I'm saying? Right. So I definitely understood that. Yes.
Absolutely.
Okay, so talk to me about the relationship that you have with the producer King Bong.
Oh, with Killer Bong?
Killer Bong, I'm sorry.
All right, Killer Bong actually did an album with my brother Crotona P.
Wow.
And yeah, that's my bro. We've been in this thing forever together. You know what I'm saying? But Killer Bong did an album with P, and then right after that, she hit me up to do an album. So I was just finishing, or in the midst, you know, see, this goes along with that too, because I was just in the midst of almost finishing the motion picture when she hit me up. So I was telling her, well, listen, I gotta go on vacation, because I go on vacation every year to this festival called the Gathering of the Juggalos. It's in Ohio. So I was like, yo, I'm gonna go on vacation, and when I get back, I'll finish up Insanity, because I had already started Insanity as well. So like, I'm always like that too. I'm always working on multiple projects at the same time. So it's always like Insanity to me anyway, you know? But yeah, so Killer Bong hit me up to do that, and then we just kind of clicked with beats from there. She sent me a whole bunch of beats, and I just kind of picked through the beats, and I say, I want this, and this, and don't give these to nobody else, and boom. That's kind of how I just go with the flow, you know? But we just kind of connected over Instagram, really.
So, hold up. You telling me that Killer Bong is a female?
I believe so. Her name is Andrea.
Wow. That is insane right there. That's insane, okay? Because the production on Insanity was on point. Like, I honestly, bro, I thought...
You know what they say, though? You know what they say, Star? They say that if women make beats, you know what I'm talking about.
Yes, you were so freaking right. And it's like only a little bit of women producers out there. You feel me? Especially in hip hop.
Yeah, women perfectionists, man.
For sure. Oh my God, that is so awesome. Thank you for sharing that with me. Thank you so much.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so let's jump into one of the standout tracks on Insanity, and it's actually called Insanity. Now, I'm gonna tell you straight out, I really, 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 really like this song because it's like you versus you on the beat, obviously. You know what I'm saying? It's like you shadow boxing your inner thoughts. That's what I got out of it. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Mm-hmm.
And
Absolutely.
I'm saying, like, what you said, like, in this line or whatever, like, because it was reminding me of a wheel going, like, we just talked about earlier, how, you know, producing the same thing over and over is insanity, expecting different results. So you go, I'm worthy of this beat. I'm talking to it. Like, you listening? The pad is my punching bag, training and conditioning. Speed bag, duck the jab, freestyle, my catalytic build up. Fishing for lines, finally post another reel up. I need to put a mill up, something for us to have. Later on, a couple grand from your old granddad off the songs I perform and fans showing support. In essence, I guess it's always a penny for your thoughts. Now, what is your process, Streets, when you're cooking up rhymes and laying down these bars like that?
To make it make sense, to make it all make sense. Because if you just talking, then you just talking. So, you know, that's what the OGs always taught me. Don't be just talking to just be talking. You got to be saying something. Yeah. You know, you always have to be saying something. So, you know, I just try to make sure, you know, I learn from the youth. That's what I try to do in my golden age here. As I try to learn from the youth and take different things from them. So I see that they really tune in to double entendres and metaphors and similes like that, you know. So I studied that through watching battle rap for a long time, and I kind of just correlate it to my style. Like that's always my thing when I'm putting something out, is I try to make sure that it's in the time. I don't want to sound dated, but I also don't want to sound like I'm trying to be not my age. You know what I'm saying? So I just try to deliver a message, you know, have some substance.
Definitely. And I definitely got that version from you with Insanity, because like I said, I really, really like this song. It's like a soliloquy. You know, you're standing in the shadows of your own destiny, and you're spitting these rhymes. Like I can't explain it. It's
like how it start off. Like how
it start off.
Yeah. You think it's gonna go that way, right?
Yes.
But then I drift off into that other rhyme scheme, right? Yeah. That wasn't really intentional. Like I thought when I was saying what I said in the beginning, it was kind of like the hook to me. And I wasn't gonna say it again.
Right.
So it was just like the lead up to where I was gonna drop off into that next rhyme scheme. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So that's all I do. I try not to stay on that same pattern and, you know, just switch it when it's unexpected, you know?
Yeah, it's like I said, one of my favorite standout tracks. You feel me?
Appreciate it. No
problem. Let's talk about one of my other favorite standout tracks, and it's one you've been promoting. It's called Black Curtain. I really, really, again, like this song because for me, it's about the bars. It's very dark, and it vividly gave me a mental picture of a hearse driving down the streets with the tinted windows and the black curtain up. You know what I'm saying? Hip hop ain't dead. It's coming though.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Well, you know, I've been getting a lot of good responses from the people about the Black Curtain song. Really, when I heard that beat from Killabong, you know, I was just like, man. At first, I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna do this one, you know. So I kind of put that one on the back burner for a little bit.
Oh.
But then I was nearing the end, and I try to make sure that every beat that I pick, I do something to, you know. So that was probably like the 9th track that I recorded for the album. And when I heard the beat the next time, I'm like, I'm like, okay. I'm listening to it, and I'm like, Ready for Smoking Up, like Black Curtain. I'm like, okay. So I started like pinning the hook first. And I'm like, okay. I'm like, oh, I like this hook right here. So I was like, okay, we're gonna continue the song. And it kind of really gave me like the 90s vibes, you know? So I was like, okay, we're gonna go with that and try to really get that chant of a chorus going. It's just so, you know, in the 90s, they really just had to hook you with the hook.
Yeah.
So once they got you with the hook, it didn't really matter what they were saying in the rest of the song. They just got you with that hook.
Exactly.
So that's what I wanted to do with that one, was really like grab you with the hook. You know, so once the hook got you, you gotta tune into what I'm saying, because the hook already got you.
The hook already had me from go. That's one of my favorite parts of the song, is the dang hook.
That was my full intention. It really was.
All right, Ready for Smoking, all the turbulence, riding around in my flat black Suburban. Come on. Like, come on, bro.
Inspector Gadget, I know when the pack working.
Yes. Yes.
It's just the way that you say some things sometimes.
It's the way you say it. I promise you.
Sometimes it's not what you say, but how you say it.
Yes. Okay. So now I want to get into the motion picture produced by Big Classic. Now walk us through the creative concept and process behind this project.
See, now this project had a lot of intention to it, right? Because I already had the motion picture set, because me and Big Classic did the bigger picture before. So we were spinning the block with the motion picture. So on the motion picture though, I wanted to make sure that I went and grabbed MCs kind of on the come up, but in the same weight division as me. You know, which is a lot of MCs have their go-to MCs, right? I got my little wolf pack too.
Yeah.
You know, I got my little wolf pack too. And that's my bro Desert, Cortona P, Ace Wonder, and my favorite to go to, he's one of my favorite, Emerge the MC. He not little bro, but he called me big bro. So, you know, that's my brother though. That's my brother for real. Him, Cortona P, Desert, Ace Wonder, Mr. Ripley.
Yeah.
Mr. Ripley is my bro. And that's just, you know, just a small piece of my little wolf pack that I know that if I hit them for a verse, I can rely on them to bring back exactly what I'm looking for. Because I'm that guy that sometimes if it takes an MC even too long to send me the verse back, I'll just do it myself.
I hear you.
Because you know that's just like I don't never like to leave nothing on the table. I try to make sure my meals are complete. I don't waste food.
Yeah.
You can ask my wife. I don't waste nothing on the plate. I don't waste my food, so I don't sit around and wait for weeks and weeks for people to send back a collaboration. I know that those guys that I mentioned will come back maybe the same night with the verse. You know, that's how my guys cook. They come back the same night with it. But that's my little team there.
Oh, most definitely. Shout out to Mr. Ripley, Desert, Emerge the MC, everybody on this album. Shout out to the show.
My guys.
For sure. So what was like one of your, not one, but what's one of your favorite songs off the motion picture that you really like just vibe out to all the time?
The Matinee.
Yeah.
The Matinee featuring Desert and Ace Wonder. Anytime me and Desert on a track, it's just out of there. It's just out of there. And adding my bro Ace to it just made it godly. You know, we was all just walking on that beat in our own tune too. You know, nobody sounds the same. The cadences are different on the beat, but they just meld perfectly. You know, it's a motion picture. It's magic. It's a movie.
It's a movie because everybody watching, even if you're not saying nothing.
It absolutely is. Absolutely.
Yeah. So, when can we expect another project between you and Big Classic?
Me and Big Classic always spinning the block. He just sent me a new beat just recently. So we always cooking. So you never know. It could be in 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying?
You better stop teasing me over here with music.
Well, probably real soon though, because we always cooking. I got a couple projects coming up with my bro Trauma Beats.
Ooh.
Me and Desert got one coming up with Trauma Beats.
Damn.
Called The Goodfellas.
Yes.
Yeah, where we gonna put our little spin on that whole movie thing,
Mm-hmm.
And it's already cooked, so y'all just waiting for that. It's simmering still. So
I like that. I like that things are cooking and simmering.
Absolutely. It's simmering still. We gonna get it to y'all real soon.
Now I gotta ask you before we get out of here, like, just the whole project with Insanity, it made me think like, yo, I wonder if Streets is gonna come out with something popping for Halloween. You know what I'm saying? Something dark and gory type deal. You feel me?
Yeah, you never know. You never know what Street got cooking up. I might hit him with, I don't know, man. I might have a country song for y'all something. I don't know, man. You never know. You never know. But a Halloween joint, that's right up my alley.
With all the heavy hitters on there?
Yeah, that's right up my alley right there. A little spooky joint.
A little spooky joint. That joint can be 6 minutes long as it got the right components to it,
You are absolutely right. Absolutely right. See, you never know. See what you just might have put in motion. You never know. You never know.
Well, thank you so much, Streets, for coming on today's show. I really, really appreciate you. Speak Your Mind Radio really appreciates you. These streets really appreciate an artist like you that's been doing it for so long and know what the hell they doing.
Appreciate the great grand gesture, for sure.
For sure. And
it was a blessing to be here. I'm glad to finally get here and grace Speak Your Mind Radio.
Yes, thank you so much. Thank you. You want to get some shout outs real quick?
Oh man, shout out to everybody supporting Street Da Villan still. And shout out to my family, for always sticking by my side and, just having faith that everything's gonna be good and the God got them, you know what I'm saying? And thanks to you for sharing your platform with me. I really appreciate it. Everybody don't get to grace everybody's platform, so I'm blessed to be here, and I absolutely thank you.
Thank you so much, and I appreciate you as well, sir. But you have a beautiful weekend, and I will have this episode out before a blink of an eye.
All right. And let me thank God first and foremost.
Yes, thank you, God, for all of this, period. Yeah. All right, y'all. Thank you, Chicago, for tuning in to another episode of Speak Your Mind Radio. We're going to get out of here. And make sure you go check out Insanity by Street Da Villan today and the motion picture. Check them out, all right? Peace.